To answer that question, it's not really that great unless you build your operator around it and you prestige it. This is definitely something that takes a little bit of time to actually make work. So I definitely recommend, you know, hopping in and, you know, just trying to get some camos done with it or whatever, just to get it leveled up. That way, once you prestige it, you can get this tri-bolt attachment that actually makes it kind of worth using. And then you also, when you're building your operator, if you don't already have one with these abilities, the things you want to look out for is the ability to get ammo back after getting a few kills rapidly. I think it's like 2 kills rapidly. You have the chance to get 2 bullets back, which is huge for this weapon because it really does not have that much ammo. That's why I'm running supply link as well, because when I'm low on ammo, like I already am at the very start of this game, I can just use my Q ability and get it back. It does hurt us because we won't be as mobile as we would be with like the grappling hook or kinetic jump, but I think it's worth it if we're trying to really use this crossbow. And also any abilities that make recharging our Q faster will help out a lot. But the base form of the crossbow is not that great. However, it is better than the explosive tip. I really don't think they wanted a repeat of the Modern Warfare zombie situation where that was the meta gun for the longest time. You know, there was no weapon better than the explosive tip crossbow or like the thermite tip crossbow. This unfortunately only has explosive tip as the alternate ammo type. But just to add insult to injury to the explosive tip not being that great, it also doesn't really count for camos or kills for the weapon unless the impact of the arrow actually kills something. The explosion with it does not count for any camo progress. And since the explosions don't count for kills with the weapon, it also doesn't count for kills with the ability I was talking about where we can regen ammo for it. So you're just putting yourself at a big disadvantage using the explosive version of the crossbow. But if we're using the normal bolts, I can actually regen quite a bit of arrows when I'm just killing like normal enemies or zombies or whatever. We can just sit here and spam kill these guys and we get a decent bit back on top of whatever drops out of them with our pinata ability, where we can just get random nades coming out of whatever enemies we kill. But what I've been trying to see is if we can consistently get our ammo back and kind of have an unlimited ammo crossbow. Like if we constantly throw our decoys, get the zombies all in one spot and just light them up, because this thing can actually somewhat collat, then I'm thinking that we just get an infinite supply of arrows if we get the ability to constantly go off. But the thing this is really bad at doing is actually taking down elites. Like it can do some damage to them, but you run out of ammo pretty quick when there's not a lot of things to kill in quick succession. So we're not getting that ability to go off. It's going to be a lot of running around waiting for your supply link to regenerate your ammo. But that ain't going to stop me from getting this Chroma Flux. I need just a few more elite kills and we'll be good to go. Someone wants to do the boss? I'm down. Okay, something I'm noticing is that it won't insta-kill through armor. Also, accuracy a little weird still. Definitely not me. But it's a 2-shot kill on most human enemies here. It's kind of unfortunate. We've made it the boss. Are these zombies still 1-shot over here? No. Okay, everything is boosted health, which is awesome. Makes things way easier. And we can't shoot the spores with this. Why does this act so weird? This should clear it up, right? Yep. I got you, buddy. Now, how's this doing against you, Mr. Faulkner? You're not a doctor in my eyes. You're a fucking quack. You practice pseudoscience. Might as well be a chiropractor. Ooh. How do I put in that work? And he's already dead. Okay. Well, might have got carried slightly there. I could confirm the kill and get out of here, but I have more elites to kill. And his health bar isn't fully gone. Yeah, whatever. Let's get out of here. There's not that much time left in this game anyways. And just so you have a better look at the abilities, quick rounds back is what we want. Pinata also helps out. Recharger helps us get those abilities faster. Equipment Hound allows us just to have a bunch of decoys to make it easier to farm that infinite ammo. Point Blank, obviously more damage. Same with Adrenaline Rush. But I think I would prefer to have like faster reload and faster fire speed. But maybe we try this on an operator that has those things and not our infinite ammo build, and see how it goes. So this operator has the fast weapon fire. We do have kills regenerating armor, which is great. And we have ammo auto refill, which I think only refills our magazine, not necessarily our stock ammo. So it takes from the stock, puts it into the magazine. But we do have shock reload and we have faster reload speed. So let's see how this works. Let's actually test this. Let's shoot like 2 bolts. That one didn't kill, but whatever. Let's see if it actually regens into our mag. It does. There's one, and there's our other one. This would go nuts with the auto ammo refill. I actually don't know if you can have both those augments. It might be one or the other, but it probably still isn't the most helpful skill out there, especially if we want to use a bit more of our electric cherry. And with how fast we're shooting these arrows, I don't know how much it's going to help us, but still nice to check out. At least we can cross that off the list of things that are useful with this. Ooh, do not move, Mr. Marksman. Okay, hit one of those. You get back here. Where do you think you're going? There we go. There's a few more of you. This should be our last one. There we go. There's Chroma Flux. Beautiful. Wait, since when does this have turrets on the side? I have never seen those before. Those gotta be new. That's actually kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie. But can we actually do anything to it? Nope. Didn't look like it. Our shotgun can. Oh, it's open. No. Let me in them toes, buddy boy. Come here. Thank you. Oh, it's already open though. Can the crossbow hit the reactor? This thing always has a very weird like hitbox. So I don't even know if we're hitting it. I don't think we are. So I will be the guy that mans the button. It's kind of crazy how fast this goes when everybody knows what's going on. It's already gone. Holy shit. We can keep going with our yep. Whatever that word is. Or we can switch to Mega Punch, but this is already tier 3. Or I can get it up to tier 3. There we go. Maxed out our combat rating. And I guess since we've already messed around with just the normal bolt for a while, let's exfil with the robot and go ahead and just mess around with our explosive bolts. Bye-bye. Let's go ahead and throw our explosive bolts on here. Let's throw Chroma Flux on. Just to flex. And let's switch back to us using our quick rounds back skill. Ooh. Yeah, 2,000 for our initial damage and then 4,800 for the explosion. So that's only 6,800 total, where our just normal shots do like 7,000. But I guess we have the added bonus of maybe being able to do that kind of damage to multiple enemies at once. Let's see. We have all these guys right here. And we got a little bit of arrows back, so I guess it ain't all that bad, but I don't know. I still think just the normal crossbow bolts are a little more consistent, but it does look beautiful with Chroma Flux. This is such a nice camo, dude. And we have a gigantic horde of zombies here. Let's see how long we can actually keep ammo in this. Not very long. Not very long at all, but it actually did just kill them all in like 6 shots. So maybe I am underrating this a little bit. Ooh, this thing super struggles against armor too. Like 1,600 damage, 800, 900. And then I'm seeing 1,900 sometimes with it. 3,000 since I was low health there. But I think using this against anything that isn't just like a normal enemy is not very good. And before we wrap it up with the crossbow here, I do want to see what this can do against the boss with our explosive bolts. If it's any better than the normal one, or if it is just kind of the same. But I think this does kind of do well against big groups of enemies, so maybe we can see it perform a bit better here. We got a pretty decent group of zombies here. Oh, let's see how that does. We got 1 kill from it, I think, but we did a lot of damage to him. Or we just spam it. Not seeing a whole lot of return on our arrows, unfortunately. So we are almost done clearing out all these spores. This should do it for the growths. Just like 1 more. Beautiful. All right, Dr. Faulkner. I'm sorry, Mr. Faulkner. You're no doctor. Let's light him up. Ooh, yeah. Not the craziest amount of damage, but he doesn't seem to notice us, really. Okay, 4,000 to his crit point ain't terrible. But we have a fat chunk of his health already gone. We can kind of just keep attacking him, and whatever comes near us might just get blown up. It's actually not terrible against him at all. It's not like doing big chunk damage, but it's still like making some quick work of him. I just keep throwing decoys and training around away from this disciple. And he's already almost dead. But the crit damage and just the normal damage doesn't seem to make a difference. Because I did 2016 damage to his face with the crit and to the body. Come on. He's right there. Get out of here, Faulkner. Just need to resupply like one more time. I think this will be enough. There we go. And that should be it. He's dead. Okay. We had a little bit of help from a teammate here, but I think the crossbow basically did a lot of it. I think that's good. Let's just go ahead and get out of here. Well, overall, the crossbow is a little bit disappointing, but I think we found a way to make it somewhat useful. It is nowhere near the standards of the Modern Warfare Zombies crossbow, but it's not absolutely terrible. You just really need to build around it and prestige it beforehand. Overall, I am a little disappointed in the crossbow, but it's not as bad as it's made out to be, like your first impression with it prior to prestiging it. Prestige it, you know, get the right abilities, and you can make it work. I do think this eventually will get a buff, at least in endgame, hopefully, if they're still doing separate mode weapon balancing. Because just base without prestige is just not usable at all. And I really don't think you need to make your entire build, your operator skills, and just whatever you bring into game all based around one weapon just to make it viable. I just think that's ridiculous. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate all your love and support, and I will see you in the next one. Later.